Good evening, Eamon here from Ashdown Farm on Ash Wednesday evening. Just inside in the kitchen. Um, I said I'd do this video inside a few bits and pieces, and people's asked me a few questions on my recent videos. So I said, I'll do it inside rather than being outside, because it's a little bit windy and sometimes it's hard to have a good clear video when you're outside this time of year. But it's, as I said, it's Ash Wednesday. It's the 5th of March. As the last video I put up, we spoke about the cows being out grazing. The conditions that time wasn't brilliant, but certainly has improved well. As Annie's have been out in the fields there recently, we have the conditions has definitely improved. We have they're out from first milking from the milking in the morning time. They all go out together. We don't let them out striggled. We let them all out in the one batch, so they all get the same chance of the fresh grass. And they're taking in around 3:30, 4 thereabouts, and then they go in and they eat their milk, and they're getting dairy ration in the parlour, and they're also getting plenty of high quality first cut silage. So the silage is probably somewhat limited to them. We don't want them too full going out in the morning time, because if they are, they'll just trample around the grass and they won't eat the grass. So the best way is having them going out good and hungry. I think that's the secret from we have learned over the last we're probably doing this and grazing up to maybe 22 or 3 years, but certainly for the last 10 or 12 years under Kenneth's stewardship, we're doing it very, we say, more professionally and more we're more committed to it, and that I was at it myself, but I was probably a little bit lukewarm about it. But I certainly, over the last 7 or 8 years, we've really seen the benefit of it. Now, as I said, the last day we still have silage in the pit. We have some round bale silage, and normally we'd run short of silage. We'd buy in a lot of round bales, but I think this year we're good. We bought some in last summer, all right, but I think we will have. We're reasonably confident that we'll have enough. Now, with some heifers over in my Grehan, we put out 10 or 12 there a couple of weeks ago, and today we brought another load over, brought 5 more over. So there's another probably 5 to go out, but we haven't just Kennefields is just not enough grass there at the minute. We have probably a little issue over in the farm in my Grehan. We have our neighbour has sheep beside us, and with the best will in the world, he tries to keep them in his own fields, but on occasions to break out and they're nibbling the grass there. And I think they be out even sometimes he doesn't even know they're out, because he goes down to feed them, and when they hear the jeep coming into the field, they run from all sides and go to the meal, and so they don't necessarily know whether they're out or not. But having said that, we put slurry over there as well, and that's probably slowed it down a little bit as well. But it'll certainly take off. We have about 15, 16 heifers over there at the minute. There's 5 or 6 in. We have most of the male cows gone, except 5 or 6 of the younger ones. And everything is going very well on the farm this spring. And you as well, a couple of questions came in on the John Deere. And maybe just tell you a little bit of John Deere. The lift was given, the lift was given trouble, this smooth valve lift. We brought over to Kells, or to Mead Farm Machinery, but stuck on the road over near Kells, and they had to come with a lorry and bring it. So they brought it, came back in a couple of days' time. It still gave more trouble, and it wasn't working at all, successfully at all. So they came over, Mead Farm Machinery from Kilberry, Timmins family came over, sent over a John Deere with a loader and left it with me, and they took their mine back over, ours back over, and they repaired it, and they done a good job on that. When they came back then 3 or 4 or 5 days later, it was, the lift and all was working really well. But about 2 days later, two days later, the starter would not work on the tractor, so we had to get them over again. So they fixed the starter, and they came over the next day and they fixed the starter, and it was it's working very well since that. So We didn't get a bill from Meat Farm Machinery yet, but it's probably cost a good few pounds. But in fairness, it was a very, very good service they provide. They came over and collected the tractor and brought it back and done it when we wanted it done. So it was really, really very, very good service to have there. We can't speak highly enough about them over there in Kilberry. And that's the story that's happening on Ashland Farm. There's a neighbour of ours looking for a few Frisian heifer calves. We have surplus Frisian heifer calves, so we'd probably sell them a couple of those. We don't need them all. And as the saying goes, we got clear in the test. We have still a lot of bushes and that to gather up after the storm. A lot of trees down around the place, and there's a neighbour of mine looking for them for firewood. So when the weather picks up, he's going to come and cut them up and bring them up for firewood for himself. So that's a job that has to be done. So we'll be doing that over the next couple of weeks, clearing up the farm, doing the maintenance, doing all the routine jobs at this stage. I cleaned out the calving box yesterday. There's a lot of build up in there for a lot of calving, so we've cleaned that out. We put lime on it and straw on it, and the last 3 or 4, the 2 sucklers and the 2 cows to calve, they'll be in there. So we didn't want any build up infection, and we didn't want to let down our guard on the last couple of cows either. So that's where we are, and everything is as I say goes, going quite well. And again, thanks to everybody that subscribes, and any questions, please shoot them in, and I'd be only too glad to answer them. Eamon here from Ashland Farm, signing off. Thank you.